action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Rubio to Booker. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Simmons with it. Down two. Deep right corner. Harris to Embiid. Off the assist.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Into the front court, it's Booker. He'll run the offense. To Mikal Bridges. Devin Booker. Look out. Devin Booker. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. To Rubio. Booker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Booker. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Simmons into the front court. Down just a couple to Horford. Simmons. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Phoenix ball. Rubio. From the outside, no good. Richardson in a matchup with Booker. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Josh Richardson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's Suns ball to Kelly Oubre. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Diallo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. Goes reverse to lay it in.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Suns with the basketball. Rubio to Kelly Oubre. To Booker.
It doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here's Rubio into the front court. They trail by 1. Oubre to Booker. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Tobias Harris. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Joel Embiid, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Crawford. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Short jumper off the mark. Burke with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Tobias Harris. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Short jumper won't fall. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Suns control the possession to Crawford.
I got him.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Crawford. Lets it fly from long range. Even that shot was tough for Oubre. No good. Burke with it. Up 6. To Embiid. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Crawford. He gets it.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Embiid. To Crawford. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. To Kelly Oubre. Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Crawford to Kelly Oubre. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Phoenix with it to Kelly Oubre. Crawford to Kelly Oubre. To Crawford. Jamal Crawford. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Curling inside. Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Mikal Bridges. Now a steal by Philly.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Turns and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The Suns with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Phoenix has the ball. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Crawford. Not that time. He misses. Simmons with it. Leads 5. Offensive and a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The 76ers have the lead.
Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers will start the second half with a decent lead. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Suns have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. And the way they shot three-pointers was too careless and too often. They don't have a single triple in the box score. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Kelly Oubre couldn't buy a shot in the first half, even if he had the money. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Here's Simmons with it up top. Up 5. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 7.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Booker. Here's a chance from long range. Sixers with the rebound. Harris to Simmons. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this. The legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Booker's shot off the mark. To Tobias Harris. Shot from the lane won't go. Curling inside. That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. Time to shuffle things up. Rubio has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Richardson. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Josh Richardson. It's no good. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Booker with it. His guys down by 9. to Mikal Bridges. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Sixers have the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Driving right to the basket. Can't connect from in close. To Booker. Able to convert inside.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Horford. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Al Horford, he's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Phoenix ball. Rubio to Booker. Screen coming. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Screen coming. Count the basket at the rim.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Here's Rubio up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Mikal Bridges to Rubio. Deep right corner. Has a chance. A shot no good there for Booker.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Horford. Here comes the screen. To Horford. Rebound Bridges. Al Horford with a piece. Trying to cash in. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. It's the Sixers out in front. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. nothing going here on that drive. And scores.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Trey Burke. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Rubio. Short jumper off the mark. Ricky Rubio. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Simmons driving, but his shot no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Into the front court comes Simmons. Leads 4. To Embiid. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Into the front court. It's Booker. The deficit now up to 5.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me. Right.
Has a chance? Yes. When this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Trey Burke, guarded by Devin Booker. To Embiid. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Rubio into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Booker to Rubio. Beyond the arc for 3. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. To Simmons. To Richardson. Scores from the post.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Booker. Simmons with it. Up 6. Richardson to Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Booker. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he connects on the first free throw. Second to 3. Got it. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Simmons into the front court. Leads 5. Harris to Embiid. Richardson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. To Mikal Bridges. Trying to cash in. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. It's Suns ball. Rebound cleared by Philly. Joel Embiid, unconventional to say the least. It's no good. Booker's shot, no good. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers emerged victorious after a tight finish. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Suns are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
player of the game.
Joel Embiid seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.